Hi, welcome back to ETS. I'm Jake. Let's talk about the who. Let's talk about the power of who. The first time I heard this concept was in a book called The One Thing, probably about 2004, thereabouts. It was at a conference in Las Vegas. And I heard someone get up on stage and talk about this. And it was the power of who. This is what I call it, the power of who. I've heard a quote from a few different people, coined largely by Gary Keller. I've heard him say it a lot, is you are a product of the 5 people you spend the most time around. You are a product of the 5 people you spend the most time around. So take a moment, think about the 5 people. Who are the 5 people in your life you spend the most time around? As you've thought about those people, now the hard questions come in. This is kind of a yes or no question. Are those the people you aspire to be, that you look up to as mentors, such that they're raising your game? Or are you the smartest person in the room? It's an interesting concept. As we've talked about setting goals, as we've talked about discipline and moving forward, how do we move forward? We move forward together. There's another great quote I've heard a lot of times. No one succeeds alone. And it's totally true. Every single time. And you can call my coach and you can ask her, because we've had this conversation I don't know how many times. But every single time I run into a wall. I'm traveling down a specific path and I'm marching down that road, all of a sudden, flat tire. Right? Cars on the side of the road. We're dead. We can't go anywhere. It's never fix it on my own. It's always I've gone as far as I can go with the people that are helping me with that in the moment. So I need to upgrade my people. I need to find a new mentor. I need to talk to a new person, introduce myself. Now, I'm not saying, mind you, that you just have to throw all your old friends away and go out and get new friends and get new people. No, a mentor or a role model can be someone that's in a book. It can be someone that you listen to on a podcast. It can be something you do on an app. It can be a lot of different things. There's a lot of mentors and role models in my life I've never had a conversation with. However, I've researched them, I've studied them, I follow their work, and I really like where they're headed. Different books, that's why we read them. So the power of the who is who are you being influenced by as well. It's a really, really important concept. As we move into some other things, we're going to do another one. It's called 7 Circles of Life. Really, really enjoy this one. But for your homework this week, let's stay business specific around the power of the who. Let's assume, and it's probably very likely true, that you're coming up against the glass ceiling. You're hitting a wall of some sort, and you're like, man, I just can't figure out how to get around this. I can't figure out how to get around this. One, that's the wrong language, because again, we're talking about the subconscious. We've talked about this before. When we tell ourselves, I can't figure out how to do that, the little squishy thing in the back of your head says, yes, sir, absolutely, I won't bother, and they won't look. Change the question, change it. Who do I need to talk to today such that I can get around this obstacle, such that I can get over this wall, such that I can break through that ceiling? Who do I need to engage with to move me forward? Who do we need to find today? That is your question on the power of who. Could be in any part of your journey. Could be in a fitness journey, right? I'm stuck at this spot. Who do I need to engage with such that I can run that extra mile? Could be in your business. I've done X amount of revenue for the year, and I want to get to here. Who do I need to talk to that's been where I am before and is at a different place now such that I can move it forward? What podcast do I need to listen to? Ask yourself the right question, and you will get the right answer that moves you forward.